Brad, Isaiah's obviously known for scoring in the fourth, but how good is it to have other people come through in the fourth quarter, like tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've had we did have a lot of people to kind of stem the tide as they were making shots, and Kelly I thought made a couple of nice plays off the bounce, and then I thought Al obviously hit a few shots, and I thought the end of the third, early fourth, some of our ball movement possessions were about as good as we've had in a while.
Brad, you'd mentioned pregame that rotation and stuff will basically be determined a lot on matchups. Is
Yeah.
this an example of that, or?
Yeah, it really is. It really is. And one of the things, obviously, in the last couple of games, I wanted to make sure that Tyler's been getting some reps, because I think if you look at all the different teams that we may play, there's good amount of size, and he's played against those guys in a lot of scenarios and done pretty well. And he is he's been ready, and he came in and boosted us again tonight.
Does this kind of show how malleable the rotation can be? Because Jonas and Terry don't even get in.
Yeah, I mean, and that's not easy from their standpoint, and I respect that, and that's hard. But we're going to need all those guys, and we're going to need them all to be playing great. And Terry went through not playing a couple of games in December, and it didn't affect how he played when he came back. And I think that, and obviously Jonas is a terrific pro, and I don't think it'll affect him. He'll be ready to go. But this team was bigger. The rebounding was a scary thing. Obviously, they hurt us on the glass big time in the second half, and I wanted a little bit more size.
You talked last game about times where felt you were being too casual, and that was a concern moving forward. The first half, you had, I think, 14 turnovers, but then cleaned it up in the second. Was there
Yeah, so I thought we were, there were moments in the first half where we were careless, and then there were moments that it was just like one of those nights where, for whatever reason, we missed a few catches, we missed a few probably easy passes for whatever reason. Those nights happen, but I didn't think it was out of as much carelessness. But there were certainly some plays that were, and we need to clean those up. I said at halftime, if we take care of the ball better and keep rebounding like we are, we're going to be in good shape. We took care of the ball better, and Lavoy Allen got every rebound on the court. So, one of these days we'll put one of these together.
Avery was out there for 39 minutes. Was that a function of guarding Paul George?
Paul George was out there a long time, too. He was on Paul some. Not the whole time he was in. Marcus guarded him a lot. Jay guarded him some as well. We just felt like we had to rotate bodies on them. I did not plan on playing Avery quite that many minutes, but put him back in at the start of the second, in a period when Terry would usually go in. And then the start of the fourth, and he maybe sat a minute at the end of the second, so that's 24 minutes, and usually it's about 12 to 15.
Brad, there seem to be a couple different Kelly Olynyk's. The one that's assertive in the last couple of games has been, obviously he's much better. Is that something he needs to do, or do guys need to make sure they involve him more to get that out of him?
Well, I think everybody just needs to play to their strengths to do what they do best. And, I think sometimes Kelly sells himself short on all the great things he does. He's his ability to space the floor, his ability to drive the ball, his ability to make the right basketball play is really good. And we need him to do that for us to be the best version of ourselves. And, so, I'm really encouraged by the way he's played, and, I believe he'll continue to do so.
Is that something you're on him a lot about, or
I want him to know that I think he's a really good basketball player.